AGRT, Parker McCollum, and Handle on You. Well, let's go again and get a handle. Get a handle. Yeah, get a handle on this.
Time now for the question of the day.
I feel like the coffee's just not working anymore. Time for our question of the day. And straight up, the question is, if you could get rid of one inconvenience in your day-to-day life, what would it be? Now, that question comes from the fact that I saw kind of a little survey, or they were asking that very question to a lot of people, and many women and mothers responded the same way, figuring out what's for dinner. Yeah, basically that's the inconvenience, the idea of thinking about what is going to be for dinner. It's an unnecessary stress that greets us every morning without fail, that a big reason for some people have turned to meal prep delivery services. The meal prep services, they figure out everything else, like they just deliver it, you warm it up, you're good to go. But that is one of those things that would be something to consider. But every day we have these inconveniences, these things that we have to get done, and some of the things that we do. So for the day, if you think about some of the inconveniences, one of the most annoying things that go on for you today, if you could get rid of it, what would it be? What one inconvenience could it be to your daily life? Is it figuring out what's for dinner? Is it maybe figuring out why you have to make that 45-minute drive to El Paso? I don't know. It's one of those things, the inconvenience of having to do something every day. If you could get rid of it, what would it be? Mine probably would be having to set more than one alarm to make sure that I show up to work on time. I am not naturally a morning person, but getting up, that 4 a.m. alarm really comes up real quick. So maybe getting rid of that 4 a.m. alarm and being able to go ahead and just wake up ready for work, that would be something that I would love to happen. And I'm not going to say that it's too much of an inconvenience, but it is something that annoys me every day when that alarm goes off. So like, already? Yep, one of those things. But I do it for you guys. I really do. But what is it that if you could think of one inconvenience in your day-to-day life that you would like to get rid of? Like I said, is it that commute? Is it the idea of thinking about what's for dinner for everybody? What would it be? That is our question of the day. You can go ahead and give me your answers by calling them in or texting them in on the Zia Comics hotline or text line. 575-523-KGRT is the number there, 575-523-5478. And, of course, we are live on our social media pages, YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. Go ahead and leave your comments there as well. To answer our question of the day, if you could get rid of one inconvenience in your day-to-day life, one of those things that's just kind of annoying to get done every day, what would it be? Go ahead and give me your answers to our question of the day. All right, exclusively up on our social media pages right now. So, yeah, what would it be? I can definitely understand the idea of trying to figure out what's for dinner, and just the idea of just trying to figure out what's for dinner for everybody, even just yourself, if you live by yourself, is just one of those things. It's like, well, what am I going to eat for dinner? I could do this. I could do this. Could I go out? Could I do that? All of that inconvenience. just trying to figure out something to do like that, even if it is for the evening or for a date or something like that. That would be a pain. Already got a couple of text messages. Packing my lunch. That's another one. Like, yeah, what are you going to pack for lunch every morning? Don't you wish you could just like have that set and ready to go? Once again, those meal prep services are really good for that. And then also having to go to work in general. Yeah. That is somewhat annoying, but like I said, I'm not going to say that I'm annoyed. I enjoy, being out here for you guys, and every morning I really do enjoy it once I get here, especially after that first cup of coffee. So I enjoy going to work, so I'm not going to count that as an annoyance. But I can understand there have been times when I have worked at other places and worked at other jobs, and I'm going like, do I really have to be here? Do I really have to go into work? Yeah, one of those things. So yeah, those are a couple of really good answers right there. What are your answers for our question of the day? If you could get rid of one convenience in your day-to-day life, what would it be? Maybe figuring out what to wear every morning. You just go up there and you've got it all figured out for you. That would be pretty interesting, I think. So while we're waiting for a few more answers, let's go ahead and take a look at what's going on in and around the world. NBC says sand from Tom Brady's retirement video is being sold on eBay. Bidding started at $677 and has grown over to $90,000. Sand. Okay. The seller authenticated the sand by taking a picture of the buildings that were behind Brady in his retirement video. I'm not really sure why people would pay that. Could be sand from anywhere. Entertainment Tonight says Megan Fox attended several Grammy parties with Machine Gun Kelly, even though she had a concussion and a broken wrist. Now that's dedication, I guess. Paul McCartney going to perform at King Charles' coronation in May. So his coronation will be in May. And, when you get Paul McCartney to perform for you, that's when you know it's the big time. It's another interesting thing, I guess, up on eBay. Taco Bell sauce collection being sold on eBay for $24,855. Some people think this listing is a joke because the collection contains 98 different packets of sauce. Each packet has a value of about $253. Is that $1,000? No, that's not right, is it? No, $253.62. Okay, so I don't know. That seems a lot for some Taco Bell taco sauce, considering I've got just about the same amount in my packet drawer because everybody's got a packet drawer, right? And I also saw that an Australian couple living out of a Coca-Cola delivery truck. Paulie and Clara bought the truck for $17,000, then remodeled it with kitchen, dining area, toilet, shower, the whole thing. And the truck has solar panels and batteries, and they're living out of the truck, which is actually pretty cool because it's actually taking the tiny house concept that you've seen and kind of making it a little bit mobile. And I've seen a lot of people convert everything from vans to, delivery trucks and other stuff like that into these tiny homes, which are actually pretty darn cool, especially when it seems like they've got more room in there than my apartment. And I don't understand how that works. I really don't. But once again, we are taking a look at our question of the day today, which is, if you could get rid of one inconvenience in your day-to-day life, what would it be? Would it be like I said, dinner, figuring out what's for dinner, figuring out what's for lunch? Is it that commute that you have to make? Would that, if you could just get rid of that inconvenience, would it make your life better on a daily basis? Or maybe even, getting the kids up for school. Wouldn't it be a little bit better if you didn't have to worry about that so much? Whatever it would be, what is your answer to our question of the day? If you could get rid of one inconvenience in your day-to-day life, what would it be? That is our question of the day. Go ahead and leave your answers. Of course, in the comments pages, I'd love going over those comments a little bit later on in the day when we get a few more in there. And then, of course, you can always text in your answers or call in those answers, 575-523-KGRT. Got a couple more in there. Yeah, having to go to work, pack my lunch are a couple of the answers that we've got. But what is your answer to our question